As well as commuter trains, Chiltern Railways operates fast services between London and Birmingham. These are normally operated with the Class 168 Clubman units. However, a few trains a day have Chiltern's luxury Class 68 and Mark III carriages, with these trains being replaced soon. I decided to ride one of these from Bicester North to London. I'm trying to not say the name of the London station, as the textual speech will almost certainly get it wrong. Even the Chiltern announcer gets it wrong. Anyway, here's my train arriving. I'm told these trains are extremely since the Loco is on the other end. I'm not experiencing any of that just yet. First impressions, the outside looks somewhat boring, and I hate the livery. There used to be slam doors, however they replaced them with these electric sliding doors with odd triangular windows. They couldn't be bothered to do this door though. I thought this was the guard door, but no, it's not. You can literally walk past here when inside the train. I'm in coach 1 specifically, as this is the business zone, which is basically first class, which is now declassified. Seating is in a 2x1 layout, and the seats themselves are just excellent. The seats are absolutely huge, with a lot of padding, and the ability to recline. However, on this train, thought it wasn't very comfortable when not fully reclined. Transport for Wales has these seats too, but I don't have the time or money to go there. There are these screens with news headlines because lol. The Intercity 2 to 5 has the same thing. These trains seem to be a bit similar. There are overhead racks for luggage, however I did not see any stacks. Since this train started at Stourbridge Junction, a lot of people have luggage, so this was used quite a lot. One plug socket under the table, but no USB. There are curtains, however I did not do a good job at recording this. There's a reading light and a big table. The first and only stop is Haddenham and Tame Parkway. Nobody really got on and off here. I think the floor shot is quite necessary. I'm at the very front of the train, and you can see here the door leading to the driving van trailer, which you cannot go through. When we arrived at London, I did notice an open window, so I could take a quick look inside a part of the driving van trailer. At some point, these trains had a section called the business zone, which is where I am now. They had the more comfortable seats, and they seem to have catering, because you can see the buffet car, which is now permanently closed. They advertised the charging points, unlimited Wi-Fi and spacious seats. They didn't seem to advertise the catering though. This is where the slam door is, by the way, next to where you would previously queue up for your food and drink. Shame that you can't get food and drink though. The other carriages look like this, by the way, although the seats at the end of the carriage are different for some reason. However, it's not the end for first class. Chiltern are scrapping these trains, and in its place will be the Mark 5A from Transpennine Express. These trains have first class, and you can sit in first class, and the conductor will come and charge you spend £20 to sit here no matter how long you are traveling for. In future, Chiltern will sell first class tickets online and at ticket machines. Although, considering there's no food and drink, £20 feels quite steep. Lots of tube trains here, which means unfortunately we're almost at London now. Overall, I love these trains. The seats are excellent, especially with the grey fabric, and it does feel nice. However, I prefer the lighting on the 168. Here's some pictures of the exterior of the train. The Mark 5A carriages does look a lot nicer on the outside, even if the livery doesn't match the new Class 168 and 196 liveries. You can look at the Mark III and Mark V diagrams on the website class68.co.uk/diagrams.html. It's not an official website, but it's quite useful. Anyway, that's it for today. I haven't been on the Mark V, but if you want to see Chiltern's refurbished 168, click here. Thanks for watching. Bye.